We're back with episode 37 in our Air Hauler 2 series. Let's jump on over to Air Hauler and see what's been going on. As you can see, we've been busy, and looking at the finances, you could see that Daisy picked up a few more jobs, been hammering them out, and even right now, Daisy is currently do a couple runs back and forth from KPSB and KNZY. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up some jobs. So we're at KOAR, so we're gonna take KOAR to KVCV, and 645 pounds. It's not much money, but it's in the direction we want to go. So let's go ahead and accept that job. Now, I noticed along the way is KCRO. So if we look at this one, we could make a little bit of a stop along the way, pick up some ice, drop off some ice, and then finish off our route just for the fun of it. So we're going to grab that job as well. Now that we have our jobs and we are ready to go, let's go to our jobs, and we can see we've got a whole range of them. Now, one thing to note is somewhere along the ways, Daisy's done a little bit of damage again to the condition of the plane. So it's down to 64%. We're getting close to the HX, so we're gonna have to get this repaired soon. But man, these AI pilots just ruining our planes. Alright, well, KOAR, we're gonna go ahead and fly now. And of course we will take November 9092 Tango, which is already at the field. We are going to load up. Leaves us 394 pounds and 266 at the other end. So if we look at a gallon, fuel's expensive here. So we're going to not pick up any fuel, and we're going to go ahead and click OK. We'll figure it out. Alright, so we need 818 pounds of cargo and 53 gallons of fuel. And wait, 26.5 and 26.5. That gives us our 53 gallons. 170 pounds for me. And then, so 818 pounds total weight. That includes the pilot. So, there we go. Alright, we are fueled up and we are ready to get out of here. Let's go ahead and get on our primary tank. We want to put the power on. I'm gonna go ahead and put the fuel pump on. And if we were inside, we would hear it. Yes. So, 1, 2, 3. So, clear prop. There we go. And gauges are all green. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our avionics master on. Make sure our pitch trim is set correctly. Three gallons cross-checked. Okay, so home, flight plan, We want to go to KCRO first, actually. There we go. Okay, start up and taxi. We are started up and taxied, ready? We're gonna use KSS. Alright, we are awaiting him to get out of the way. And nobody else coming. Alright. Taxi light goes off, landing light goes on. Number 9092 Tango is lining up runway 29 for a southeast departure. Alright, let's go ahead and power is set, takeoff power is set. Yes, holding, and reading correct. And the greens. Airspeed's alive. And we're off the ground. Runway is expired. Gears going up. Gears stowed. Airspeed, positive rate of climb. Flaps are going up. And we'll go ahead and start our turn. And we have the Piper in sight. No factor, as we will be turning away to the south. Looks like the winds are favoring 3-1. I'm sure the people who live here just love the idea of us being right over top of their houses, but oh well. Wow. And then there's another airport right there. This little area's got tons of airport opportunities. I guess that's 24 CL. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop our gear, make sure our landing light's on. And we were under enough. It is definitely a crosswind coming from the right, but it is definitely more headwind than... it's more headwind. Not so bad. $500. How am I drifting that way? The wind is coming from my right. Oh, because the wind shifted at the last minute. Now it's coming from the left. Wow, crazy. Ooh, tail draggers. Alright, so let's go ahead and we are going to avionics off. Mags are off. And power's off. So with that, we're going to jump over to air hauler. And we are going to pick up that ice that needs to go to L88. So we need to add another 266 pounds. We're gonna click OK. So now we need to get to L88. So jumping back into here, we're gonna get our fuel and payload. Our fuel's not gonna change. We are gonna run off the other tank this time though, and we need to add another 266 pounds. So we're gonna go 166 there, and then we'll add 1 there, and we are good to go. We're like 3 pounds. All right, so batteries come on. Fuel pump does not need to go on. This is a hot start. Mixture will stay in the off state. We will be doing a hot start, so, and then mixture goes rich as it contacts. Perfect, there we are. All right, let's get our avionics on. We will get our landing light on. We're right there, and we'll put our other lights on. $43.7 gallons, 44 gallons, cross-check, excellent. Let nav do its thing. And we're gonna go direct to L88. Enter, enter, we see it, hit continue. Let's go to our flight plan. Let's go L88. There it is. And we're gonna go at 3,000 feet. Good enough. Roughly at KCRO. All right. Inside the plane we go. We are ready to go. Get our flaps. KCRO, you've got a Corcoran, that's what it is. Corcoran Municipal, you've got a Bonanza. November 9092 Tango, taking the runway. Light is on. And we will be a departure to the west off of runway 31. And rolling start, set to power, heels on the floor. And airspeed, power, gauges are all green, 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 green. Excellent. And we are off the runway. Let's go outside, tap the brakes, gear up. And put those flaps up. Awesome. And we're going to go up to 3,000. Okay, through 900. Let's power back to 25. And pull our prop back to 25. Get our yaw dampener on. And we'll just lean a little bit. Peak. We'll lean a peak. All right. Heading mode select and autopilot goes on. All right, so we changed ourselves to come into UCAN, so that we'll make the turn. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our flight plan, and we're going to activate the approach into 2.8. And we should be down at 3,000 or 3,200, I think. Oh. And at the 3-mile marker, it picked up the glide path, turned off altitude hold, and stays in approach mode. So now we should be able just to manage our speed. All right, so fuel is still on the fullest tank. That's fine. Mags are on both. So undercarriage 3 green, no red. Mixture goes rich. Prop goes full fine. Switches to go. And 3-knot crosswind. That's minimums. And yaw dampener and autopilot are both confirmed out. Landing light is on for switches. Comms check complete. Ah, ballooned it there. Trying to lead off that speed. So we're not going to pull all the way in. We're going to make them come out with their truck to get it because we're lazy and because we got to go. All right, stop right there. Yeah, that looks good. And luckily this is prepared, not FSX. All right, into air hauler. We are at L88, so we're going to take L88 and we are going to unload. Job complete. Now, how much does fuel cost here? Fuel's a little bit more reasonable here. 5 something, so we'll go ahead. Yeah, I guess we can go full fuel. Sure, we'll go full fuel. All right, so we picked up full fuel, and that means we need to get ourselves now to KVCV. All right, well, first up, let's go to fuel and payload. I'm over the maximum gross weight because we forgot to take the 266 pounds out. All right, now we got our 266 pounds out. Batteries go on. Fuel pump we don't need. So, clear prop. Oh, almost. Okay. There we go. All right, let's get it. All right, gauges look good. Get the avionics on. We're going to go straight to the landing light. We are going to get our main lights on. Continue. Continue. 80 gallons. Continue. Press OK. We see 80 gallons. Cross-check. Excellent. We are going to go direct to KVCV. And we will have it loaded in both GPSs so that we've got it. So, flight plan, add waypoint, KCVC, click enter. So let's go ahead and preview that flight plan. And that would definitely mess me up because it's KVCV. So, delete. Remove, KVCV. That's the one. Let's preview that. And there would be where we are going. Awesome. All right, let's look at waypoint info. It is at 3,000 feet elevation. Good to know. And there are procedures there, which is nice. Bunch of runways, so that'll be a good one to get into. All right. So for now, we're going to put in 5,500. Save that, hit back, hit map. All right. Well, we got a slight tailwind. It's not. We have a slight tailwind and a relatively long runway. And we're not even completely fully loaded. So, nothing like rolling the dice. Get our trim set. Excellent. All right. Brakes are set. Flaps are set. Power goes full. Takeoff power set. Leaning to get max power. And brakes release. Heels are on the floor. A little bit of a tailwind. We'll go with it. Airspeed's alive. Gauges are in the green. .66. And there she goes off the runway. Excellent. And positive rate, runway's expired. Gear goes up. And as we can see, we are climbing out and airspeed is climbing. So we'll go ahead and lower the nose, lower the flaps. And nice little 5-degree pitch out. All right, well, we want to go up to 5,500. And let's just track that. Direct, enter, activate. Alright, so yaw dampener and autopilot go on. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and get our gear down. And we're below flap speed. So we got our first notch of flaps in. So landing light is on, fuel is on the fullest tank, mags are on both, flaps, 3 green, no red, and we're doing a tight short phase. Actually, what's the point? That's a nothing crosswind. Instead of doing that long taxi back. It's almost down the pipe on this one. There we go. And mixture and prop goes full, and we'll just we'll land on runway 3. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Alright, taxi lights. Let's get our nav lights off. And PIDO's off, that's good. Good enough. Alright. And lights go off. Avionics goes off. And let's unload. Job is complete, and we will have plenty of fuel in the next go, so we're going to click OK. And we are going to finish our monitoring. Excellent. So now, when we look over here, we can see that Daisy, go to our pilots, and we look at, she is cargo loading at KPSP. So that is good news. That tells us that we can stack back-to-backs. At least in this way. So we did a KNZY to KPSP that was going to require 2 runs. And we can see that she's landed at KPSP. So when we go to our jobs, we can see that that much has been delivered. What she's doing is she's loading the cargo at KPSP that will now go back to KNZY to pick up the other cargo that's in KNZY to bring back to KPSP. So by far, that is an excellent situation for us, maximizing picking up the extra stuff and trying to keep her local. We are still 8.2 hours away from the A-check, so it's a long ways to go to the A-check with these kinds of runs. Looking at our pilots, so if we look at our personnel info, so pilot details, we can see that we still have that skill to assign, but let's just call it an end then to episode 37 in our Air Hauler 2 series. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and come see us on the next one. Thanks for watching.